Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to look at plurals and possessives again. On the last task, we looked at words that ended in an S and an apostrophe S, and we sorted those words. Today we are going to actually look at those words in a sentence. We're going to think about, does this word show more than one, or does this word show ownership? Then we're going to determine, is that plural or is it possessive? So let's look at this sentence. I have, the baskets are all clean. I have baskets with just an S and baskets with an apostrophe S. Let's think about this. The baskets are all clean. In this sentence, I'm talking about more than one basket. So in this sentence, I'm actually looking at the word as being a plural. I'm not talking about ownership. So baskets would be plural. And in fact, I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to circle baskets to show you that. I'm going to put it underneath the plural column. Let's look at this sentence. I'm using baskets again, but let's look and see how it's used. My basket's handle is broken. Am I talking about more than one here? I'm not. I'm talking about a handle that is broken. What does the handle belong to? Well, it belongs to the basket. So in this sentence, baskets would need an apostrophe S because it's a possessive. The handle belongs to the basket. Let's look at this sentence. That, and I have the word girls, dress is pink. Am I talking about ownership or more than one in this sentence? I can see that I'm talking about a dress. So whose dress is it? Well, it's the girls. When I'm talking about something belonging to someone, I need an apostrophe. So it would be this word with the apostrophe, girls. When we have an apostrophe S, that's a possessive. Here is girls in another sentence. The girls are running fast. Here, I'm not talking about ownership, am I? You can see that I am talking about more than one girl running fast. So this is just plural. So I do not need an apostrophe here. I'm going to place that underneath the plural column. Let's look at this sentence. Read it with me. I have lost all of my pens. I see a clue here, the word all. That's talking about an amount. So I'm not talking about ownership here. I'm talking about more than one. So pens would just have an S on the end to show more than one. That would be plural. I have lost all of my pens. But then let's look at this sentence. My pen's cap is missing. What cap or whose cap is missing? It would be my pen's cap. That's ownership, so I need an apostrophe S. So I'm going to circle this, and I'm going to place it underneath the possessive noun column. Read this sentence with me. Do you see the ducks in the pond? I bet you can tell what this is. This is talking about a plural ducks. We're talking about more than one duck. We just would have an S on the end. So I'm going to circle that, and I'm going to place that underneath the plural column. Let's read one last sentence. The duck's food is gone. Here, we're not talking about more than one. We're talking about food belonging to the duck. The duck's food. So that is an apostrophe S. And an apostrophe S shows ownership. It is a possessive. Boys and girls, when you are writing sentences and you come across a word that ends in an S, you need to stop and think about, am I talking about more than one? If I am, then I would need an S or sometimes an ES, right? Or am I talking about something belonging to something else? And if I'm showing ownership, I need to make sure that I'm adding an apostrophe S with that word. Great job today.